Hello guys, welcome to today's lecture. Today I'm gonna talk about the decision if statement and the if else statements and also nested if, logical operators, conditional operators. We have talked about arithmetic operators and assignment operator before. Arithmetic operators were plus, minus, division, multiplication and modulus, and the assignment operator was equal sign which assigns a value to a memory location or to a variable. So here today, let's just talk about decision and the if statement. So uh, this is actually it happens in your daily. For example, someone says if the store is open, bring something. So you make a decision. If the condition was true, then do that operation. If store is open, bring some bread, bring some eggs, those things. So inside every programming language in C++, if a statement used for decisions or conditional statement. You check, for example, if someone asks you to write a program which tells that you are passed or failed. For example, asks your score and you say this is 60. So if the minimum score to pass is 50, then you are passed. If the minimum point is 50 and you score 49, so you are failed. So in this program we need if statement. So here first we give a condition with if that was true, so it will run the statement. But if it was false, it will go to the next part. So if Ali's height is greater than 6 feet, then Ali can become a member of the basketball team. So this is a condition. If Ali's height is greater than 6 feet, so of course he is so tall, so he is tall enough to be a member of the basketball team. If our if statement has only one statement, so we don't need to use brackets. But here, because we have so many statements, so we should use bracket. So here's a condition: if age of student 1 is greater than age of student 2, see out student 1 is older than student 2. Of course, when the student 1's age is greater, it means the student 1 is older. These are the relational operators. First, less than, when you want to check if A is less than B, if age 1 is less than age B, or if score is less than 50, so he's failed. Less than or equals to, for example, if we say less than or equals to 100, if the score is less than and equals to 100, so it means this is a correct score. But if we say it should be also greater than equals to 0, so it means the score will be from 0 to 100. So that time we need logical operators. We will discuss later. Equal equals, when you want to check the equality, if these two variables are equal, then say they are equal. If Marwa's age is equal to Ali's age, then Marwa and Ali are same age. So greater than equals to, as I said before, greater than equals to 0, and greater than and not equal. If they are not equal, so they are not same age. Here there is an example: A not equals to B, or here x is equals to 0 and x equals to 0. There is difference. When you use one equal, this is assignment operator. You save 0 inside the x variable, but in the next, because we have a relational operator, this actually checks if x is equals to 0. If 0 is inside x, then do what? There is an example. I have written this to check the score of a student. If it was greater than equals to 50, he's passed. But less than that, he will say it's failed. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let me open. Okay. The score will be integer value. So I'm going to write it as integer score, and I will display a text for the user. Enter your score. Enter your score. \n. I've told you that this is used to put the cursor in the next line. Then cn, which takes the value from the user and save it in the score. Then cout what we should show. So first we will check a condition. If a score was greater than 50, greater than and equals to, we're going to use greater than equals to, because 50 is also 50 is the minimum point. Then someone takes 50, so he's passed. So here we check the condition. If it was true, it will display what? You passed the exam. Yeah. So let's check it. If I compile and run it, what will happen? What will be displayed? Enter your score. I will say 60. It will show you have passed the exam. If I enter 49, what will happen for 49? It will say nothing, because we said nothing. We have only one condition, which means that if a score was greater than equals to 50. Here, if I use if else, we have else means if the first condition was false, the previous condition was false, then this one will happen. What? Cout. You have failed exam. If a score was greater than equals to 50, then it will show that you have passed the exam. If else, it means the first condition is not true. So this is less than 50, which is 49, 0, -1, -50, these things. So it will say you have failed the exam. So here I'm going to give 49. If I give 49, then there will be, so enter your score. I'm going to give 49. What will happen? You have failed the exam. How about if I give this -1? -1. You have failed the exam. Why? Because this is not greater than equals 50. This is less than 50. So it will give me this error. So I have to have a limitation for the score. So here I will use logical operator. We will discuss later, and I will just make that program also, which limits the score. So let's go ahead. So we have solved this. So flowcharts. We use this for analysis purposes. Diagram showing the progress of work, how your program runs. For example, here we have some symbols. This symbol is used for start or stop of a program. It means from start and end of the program we use this sign. Then process. For input and output arithmetic operation we will use this one. This is used for processes. A process is going to be executed. Flow line. It shows the flow where our program goes. And continuation mark. This is for continuation mark. Decision. This is for checking the condition. We are going to give a condition. If it was true, go to that part. If it was false, go to this part. So This is the if statement flowchart. First, you give a condition if score is greater than 50. If it was true, it will process your statement. If it wasn't true, false, it will go to the next operation. There is no any next operation. Just we have used before that if a score was greater than equals 50, just show that you are passed. There was no any error code, so nothing happened. But when we use else, here I used else, put him on the class. Yes, if the student age is greater than 18 or his height is greater than 5 feet, then put him on the football team, else put him on the chess team. Else will do the next operation. The first condition was false, then else will be processed. These are logical operators and or. This is used between conditions and is used for checking two condition, and if both were true, then your statement will be processed. Or is used then if one was true and another was false, also it will process your statement. If both were true, again, only if both were false, this will not process your statement. So we will see in the example. If A is greater than B and C is greater than D, here both should be correct. If A is greater than 18, height is greater than 5, even if one is true, then your your statement will be processed. So these are those operators that we have studied before. So if else, this is the if else statement. If condition, then your statements, else another statement. If the condition was false, then else statement will be processed. Otherwise, else will not be processed. Here is the flowchart. If condition was true, then process 1. Else it will go to the else part. So here, this is an example for age comparison program. 2if statements. We can also use else. This is 2if. If Ali is greater than Marwa age, see out Ali is older than Marwa. If Ali is less than Marwa age, then Ali is younger than Marwa. Here we use 2if. So the program will check both of them. First, if it will go to the first condition, Ali is greater than Marwa. So this will be this Ali is older than Marwa will be processed, and when this was processed, it will go to the next condition, and again it will check this one if it was correct. So it will process the statement. If it was incorrect, so it will go to the next statement. So if we use else, then if the first condition was false, then it will go to the next statement, which is else part. So between the if 2if and if else, the difference will be if we use 2if, the program always check both condition. But if you use if and then else, at first check the if condition. If it was correct, it will not go to the else part. It will leave that. But if the first condition was false, then it will go to the second part. So this was the same. If Ali is not equals to Marwa, say out Ali and Marwa are not equal. This example is for not equal. Unary not operator. Sometimes it's if you use only not operator. This is a unary operator which only accepts one variable in one side, right hand side. Not true is equals to false, and not false is equals to true. So what will happen if not Ali is greater than Marwa age? First, Ali age will be compared to Marwa age. If Ali age was greater than Marwa age, it will return true, and not will make that false. So here is nested if. If age was greater than 18, if height was greater than 5, at first it will check the if age is greater than 18. Yeah, this is. Then it will go to the next statement, which is inside if another if we have if height greater than 5, it will be also checked. So yeah, we have discussed these things. Let me just make a program for you to check the logical operator. So here I have if and else. Here the problem is that if I give 101, it will tell me that you have passed the exam. And if I give -1, it also gives me the output that you have failed the exam. Let's just limit that. For example, if we say if a score is greater than equals to 50, and also we use AND logical operator, and also a score is less than equals to 100. Less than equals 100 means 100 is also included. If I say 101, it means 101 is also included. If I remove equal, it means a score is less than 101. Less than 101 means 100 and below. So both are same. And in else part, I'm going to use one thing else. Else if we have another condition in the else part, this will also be checked. If a score was less than 50 and also score is greater than equals to 0, so here both will be checked. If both were correct, then it will show me this one. And we are going to have another part, which is else part. It means if these options were false, these conditions were false, then this one will pre-process. So here I'm going to say that please enter 0 to 100. Let's check it. So here if I use 50, this is pass. If I enter 101, so it means please enter 0 to 100. Now if I enter -50, again it will ask me to please enter 0 to 100. Then this is okay. So guys, see you in the next lecture.